Olivia, you ready for Spice Mass? Notting Hill? For the jab jab?
Boy, bring your baby oil mixed with motor oil.
Bring it, boy.
Tar,
Boy.
molasses,
Boy.
modern charcoal. Early hours, yes, for Juve morning. Blowing conch shells to let them know we coming. Masqueraders and jab revelers. Have no fear, boy, anytime they pass. Boy, you don't have to pay to play the jab jab. Just walk up to the bar and get a oil up. And in an instant, your whole body black. In an instant, you feel you in a trap. It is a fleeting. It's so misleading. It's a feeling. Boy, what a feeling. Hey, like oil on my skin. Come on me head. I don't feel a thing. Cause wrong with me head. Hey.
Oil on my skin, on me head. Don't feel a thing, cause run in me head.
Like oil on my skin. Come on me head. I don't feel a thing. Cause wrong with me head. Hey.
Oil on my skin, on me head.
Yeah.
Don't feel a thing.
No. All down, me moving through the streets, chanting on the rhythm and the beat. Gold skin drums give jab jab energy. Jab jab mass they really come to play. No time to be pretty and in a line. They spreading oil even on passerby, splashing paint and shipping with heavy chain. And they don't care if you all in the way. Tis a frenzy. They getting on that day. They got your skin crawling, so captivating. Like oil on my skin, come on me head. I don't feel a thing, cause run with me head. Hey,
Oil on my skin, on me head.
yeah.
Don't feel a thing, cause run in me head.
Like oil on my skin, come on me head. I don't feel a thing, cause run with me head. Hey,
Oil on my skin, on me head.
yeah.
Don't feel a thing.
No. You don't have to pay to play the jab jab. Just walk up to the bar and get a oil up. And in an instant your whole body black. In an instant you feel you in a trap. It is a fleeting. It's so misleading. It's a feeling. Boy, what a feeling. Hey, like oil on my skin. Come on me head. I don't feel a thing. Cause run with me head. Hey,
Oil on my skin, on me head.
yeah.
Don't feel a thing, cause run in me head.
Like oil on my skin. Come on me head. I don't feel a thing. Cause run with me head. Hey,
Oil on my skin, on me head.
yeah.
Don't feel a thing.
No. Like oil on my skin. Come on me head. I don't feel a thing. Cause run with me head. Hey,
Oil on my skin, on me head.
yeah.
Don't feel a thing, cause run in me head.
Like oil on my skin. Come on me head. I don't feel a thing. Cause run with me head. Hey,
Oil on my skin, on me head.
yeah.
Don't feel a thing.
No.
Good afternoon, good morning, good night, good evening, wherever you at locally. You're in tune to a super califragilistic expialidocious Wednesday right here in the Rush, Guyana's industry show with yours truly, Malachi, and of course my co-host, Martain, Al-Ameen. You know how we do on a WW day. It's Wednesday, the hump day, it's the middle of the week. Hey, it ain't Friday, but we gonna give you the vibe of Guyana. Wagwan Martin, good morning to you, bro.
Yes, brother. Greetings, man.
Yeah, you don't know. Today, we gonna make you wine. Whether with your glass of wine or you're gonna move that waistline. Stay glued to the Rush. We got a lot more music. When we get back with you, we got the weather forecast.
She don't wanna go home. Outside no drones. Woman casting stone. I tell her in no tone. This little girl, she from England. Party in my twin island, I hope she understand. October to March is beer carnival. 6 months of partying is beer bacchanal. So I give she the fire, fire I'm the fireman. And I give she the water, water I'm the waterman. And I give she the powder, powder I'm the powder man. That kind of vibe she go a confusion. So I give she the fire, fire I'm the give you the water. Water, I'm the water man, and I give you the powder. Powder, I'm the powder man. That kind of vibe, she don't want confusion. We start up nice and slow. To take my whistle and blow. Hold me tight, don't let go. Hold me tight, don't let go. So we outside by Mandela. Getting wet and why we full up our stamina. Sun hot, pretty ladies don't need no umbrella. Slim, thick, fat girl outside the savannah. Like camera action, place full up a camera. To see bird time bubble up to the soca. Music so nice in her brain like la la la. Frolicking people don't know she a foreigner. So I kiss you fire, fire I'm the fireman, and I kiss you the water, water I'm the water man, and I kiss you the powder, powder I'm the powder man. That kind of vibe she don't want confusion. So I kiss you the fire, fire I'm the fireman, and I kiss you the water, water I'm the water man, and I kiss you the powder, powder I'm the powder man. That kind of vibe she don't want confusion. She don't want go home, na na na. Outside no drone, la 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 la. Woman casting stone, na 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 na. I tell her ain't no tone. She don't wanna go home, na na na. Outside no drone, la 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 la. Woman casting stone. I tell her ain't no tone. And I kiss you the fire, fire I'm the fireman, and I kiss you the water, water I'm the water man, and I kiss you the powder, powder I'm the powder man. That kind of vibe, she want no confusion. And I kiss you the fire, fire I'm the fireman, and I kiss you the water, water I'm the water man, and I kiss you the powder, powder I'm the powder man. That kind of vibe, she don't want confusion. She don't wanna go home. Outside no drones. Woman casting stone. I tell her ain't no tone.
You know how long that I wait for this time to go celebrate. The energy in my voice got me feeling so motivated.
I'm ready to go jump up beside a face. Get on like if I'm crazy like I possess. The bacchanal is calling me with the chase.
So I'm ready to make me name. I'm ready, cause it's my time now to mash up head, to represent, to go and get some body. It's my time now to mash up head, to represent, to go and get some body. Now everybody mash up the place, shake up the place, get in a rage, rag a flag in the air, mash up the place, shake up the place, get in a rage, rag a flag in the air. I feel like kind of way when soca music play. I feel to fly away. I am cloud nine. I want to see for wine. I want to go and play a mass today.
I'm ready to go jump up beside a face. Get on like if I'm crazy like I possess. The bacchanal is calling me with the chase.
So I'm ready to make me name. I'm ready, cause it's my time now to mash up head, to represent, to go and get on board. It's my time now to mash up head, to represent, to go and get on board. Now everybody mash up the place, shake up the place, get in a rage, rag a flag in the air, mash up the place, shake up the place, get in a rage, rag a flag in the air.
My time, my time, my time, my time, my time, my time, my time.
Cause it's my time now to mash up head, to represent, to go and get on board. It's my time now to mash up head, to represent, to go and get on board. Now everybody mash up the place, shake up the place, get in a rage, rag a flag in the air, mash up the place, shake up the place, get in a rage, rag a flag in the air. Yeah, yeah, flag in the air.
My time now.
My time.
Well, I can't believe my eyes.
and you know it's fire.
But no, Miss Lady, that is a tiger, tiger, baby.
Oh Lord, Miss Lady, that is a tiger, tiger, baby.
That is not a girl, girl. That is a tiger, yo.
Your tiger not easy to control, but I still watch him, your baby.
But no, Miss Lady, that is not a pussy, girl. You better call animal control, girl, and me the Nokia.
I come to give you the charm, cause I know you have it fun. Just because I love the jungle, she bring her exotic cat.
But no, Miss Lady, that is not a pussy, girl. You better call animal control, girl, and me the Nokia. Now, if it attack me, yes, I will attack it. And if it bite me, then I will be there.
Tell me your kitty name, so I could test it. If a cat really have 9 lives, make sure you take it.
But no, Miss Lady, that is a tiger, tiger, baby. But no, Miss Lady, that is a tiger.
I beat it where show me now, and watch I beat it where show me now, and watch I beat it where show me now, and watch I beat it where, and watch I beat it where, hey, what, 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 hey, girl, how you make your tiger roar? Hey, make your tiger roar. Hey, girl, make your tiger roar. Make your tiger. Hey, baby, girl, how you rub up, touch up, 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 rub up, touch up. Oh Lord.
Woman with such beauty, with shape to make man crazy. You from the hills and you're yardy, girl. What you bring, you can't take easy. But no, Miss Lady, that is not a pussy. I must be looking like animal control, girl, and me the Nokia. If it attack me, yes, I will attack it. And if it bite me, then I will be dead.
So tell me your kitty name, so I can test it. If a cat really have 9 lives, make sure you take it.
But no, Miss Lady, that is a tiger, tiger, baby. But no, Miss Lady, that is a tiger, tiger,
I beat it
baby.
whip, and what I beat it 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 whip, 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 whip. Hey, girl, how you make your tiger roar? Make your tiger roar. Hey, girl, make your tiger roar. Baby, make your tiger. Hey, baby, girl, how you rub up, touch up, rub up, touch up, rub up, touch up, rub up, touch up with the rub up, touch up, rub up, touch up, rub up, touch up. Oh Lord.
Oh no, oh no, 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 oh no, oh no, 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 oh no, oh no, 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 oh no, oh no, no, no.
Oh no, I love this one coming out of Militant featuring Santi. That's Tiger, baby. If you're wondering what the weather forecast is going to be like in Atlanta, Georgia for today, it's going to be partly cloudy today. Temperature is going to be at 17 degrees Celsius. Precipitation is going to be at 0%. Humidity 76% and wind at 11 kilometers an hour. That's in Atlanta, Georgia. In Canada for today, it's going to be cloudy skies. Temperature is going to be at 0 degrees Celsius. Precipitation is at 0%. Humidity 72% and wind at 34 kilometers an hour. That's gusting in Canada for today. In London, going to have sunny skies today. Temperature is going to be at 14 degrees Celsius. Precipitation is going to be at 0%. Humidity 43%. Wind at 19 kilometers an hour. That's in London for today. In the Big Apple, New York City, it's going to be partly cloudy skies today. Temperature is at 3 degrees Celsius. Precipitation is 0%. Humidity 40% and wind mild at 10 kilometers an hour. That's in the Big Apple, New York City. In Antigua and Barbuda, it's going to be mostly sunny skies today. Temperature is going to be at 26 degrees Celsius. Precipitation is at 0%. Humidity 76% and wind is going to be gusting at 34 kilometers an hour. That's in Antigua and Barbuda for today. In Guyana, the only English-speaking nation on the continent of South America, for today it's going to have light rain. Temperature is going to be at 27 degrees Celsius. Precipitation is at 35%. Humidity 85% and wind at 14 kilometers an hour. You know how we do? It's Wednesday, the WW day. You know how we call it Wednesday wine day, whether you with a glass of wine or you gyrate and move that waistline. We got a lot more music. Stay glued.
Throw that bumper on the ground. Throw that bumper on the ground. Throw that bumper on the ground.
When I come to fet, I come to fet. When I come to wine, I got to wine. When it come to bacchanal in the place, I just have to bubble, wine and bubble. Lord, look at bacchanal when I bubble, wine and bubble.
jab jab we no live ya. And the militant jab jab she higher. She go in a jab jab after parties. Then she want to get hot and groovy. It's when I slow down, had a feeling something is wrong. Feel like my engine really running down. So I went to the job garage and asked who's in charge. It taking too long to spark. So you need a charge. Recharge. I come to recharge. Recharge. I got to recharge. 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 So let me reverse it in. So I could take it. Let me reverse it in. So I could start to walk. Let me reverse it in. So I could jack it up. Reverse it in. So I could fix it up. Let me check your starter. Press on the accelerator. We'll check your alternator. Throw water in your radiator. We'll check your compressor. I'll check your oil filter. And all your tensioners. And even your muffler. To avoid much disappointment, you got to be on point. Yeah? Might have to weld that thing in a butt joint. I want to check your oil with that dipstick. Proceed to shift your gear, stick and rev your engine like this. Recharge. Check it, check it. Recharge. Recharge. You got to recharge. More energy. I had to reverse it in. So I could take it out. Reverse it in. So I could start to walk. Reverse it in. So I could jack it out. Reverse it in. So I could fix it up. Did you check me starter? Press on the accelerator and check me alternator. Throw water in me radiator. What about me compressor? Did you check me oil filter and all me tensioners? The leak in me muffler. When you need more energy, come and check back with me. Whenever you're in a need, come immediately. Maintenance is the remedy. Come and check back with me. I'll put fuel in your steering wheel. Come immediately. You check on me wipers. You check on me brakes. Go check on everything, please don't hesitate. I don't hear no clicking, rumbling sound since you went under. Jack it up. To poke around and see what was wrong. Recharge. Wow. Recharge. Recharge. You got to recharge. I had to reverse it in. So I could take it out. Reverse it in. So I could start to walk. Reverse it in. So I could jack it up. Reverse it in. All for me Betsy. For real. Specialist. Got that right.
You know how we do, just about 21 minutes after the hour in The Rush, Guyana's industry show. That was the voice of Militant with the track Recharge featuring Olivia Murray. Best music, best vibe, only place you're going to get it is right here in The Rush. We got some news headlines to drop for you for today, Wednesday. And they read coming from the Government Information Service, the DPI. President Ali commissions US $4.57 million College of Medical Science building at the University of Guyana. President Dr. Irfan Ali on Tuesday commissioned a modern building for the University of Guyana College of Medical Science at Turkine campus to support the growing demand for top-notch health education and research capabilities in Guyana. An NTC conference to be held from May 19th to the 23rd. The annual National Tushao Council Conference will be held from May 19th to the 23rd, 2025, bringing together leaders from more than 200 Amerindian communities to participate in critical discussions relating to their development and well-being. Minister of Amerindian Affairs Pauline Sukai made the announcement during a community meeting in Anakwi Village, Region 2. And Labor Minister to strengthen health safety practices at workplaces. The Ministry of Labor will be conducting several inspections across the country in upcoming months as part of the efforts to establish healthy and safe work environments, particularly in the mining, construction, and agricultural sector. Minister of Labor Joseph Hamilton outlined these plans during his address at the launch of the Occupational Health and Safety Showcase. And Region 2 Main Road to be recapped, so says Minister Juan Egil. In the upcoming months, the main road from Supernam to Charity Region 2 will be milled and repaved, providing such needed relief to commuters along the Essequibo coast. This decision follows repeated patchworks efforts on the vital road, which has become more of a temporary fix than a permanent solution. And $30 million wells commissioned at Cabora, Arakuri in Region 1. 3 new wells under construction in Manauri. Some 700 residents of Kabukari, Arukuri, and surrounding areas in the Makuri sub-region, Region 1, are now benefiting from the reliable access to clean and safe water thanks to the commissioning of 2 wells. Those are a few of the news headlines from the DPI for today. And one of the headlines that I kind of want to go back to and to kind of expand on it. At one point in time, a few weeks ago, a matter of fact, we had given a lot of props to the Minister of Labor for a very innovative idea, which was having that Labor Ministry app created so that information and sharing of information can be faster to the Minister of Labor or the Ministry of Labor. Not the Minister, but the Ministry. And now I noticed that he's now made a move to strengthen the health safety and then these health safety practices for workers across the board, which I think is not a good initiative. But of course, Mr. Minister, you know that this was really long overdue. We shouldn't have had to wait until this significant construction boom that's happening, because we know of people falling off the roof. You know, I don't know if the reports have gotten to you, but people build houses and some people fall off the roof because they're not harnessed or nothing. I mean, Martin, haven't you seen people up on rooftops fixing it at construction sites and they're in slippers?
Countless of times, brother. Countless of times.
People are in slippers. They don't wear steel toe boots. They don't wear any protective gear in terms of the helmets, and they're moving through a construction site. If a block falls and hits you on the head, what happens? This is why you have to wear the helmets, gloves, boots, that kind of stuff. So I'm glad that he is, going forward in this initiative that he's now introducing. But, got to give you a little spanking there, Mr. Joseph, because that was supposed to be the startup.
Correct. You see, the problem is, and I said this years ago, Guyana would only learn once we start feeling the squeeze. And we are feeling the squeeze with the Chinese taking over majority of the industries, I think it's fair to say, right? Along with the foreigners coming in, the people from America, the people from UK and different countries.
But let's make the comparative analogy. There is no way that Guyana could basically construct those roads and highways that we want to have.
Correct. And this is why everybody is coming in. Hence
exactly.
The need for the safety aspect now to be implemented more so.
Well, I'm hoping that I know for a fact it's going to go further, because remember we spoke about this a few months ago when the Chinese guy fell off the now in construction the bridge, the harbor bridge, that the suspension
Mm-hmm.
bridge that's in progress presently. Remember, a
Mm-hmm.
Chinese worker died there. All right.
Yep.
Now, what is going to happen? And we talked about this. What is going to happen is that people are going to come to Guyana. They're going to find themselves in job situations. They may get hurt, and then they're going to be looking to the system in terms of legal. How can I sue? And then they're going to realize this what really going on here.
And right there and then is where Guyana will finally get it together.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what I look forward to. Unfortunately, you got to sacrifice a couple to get there, but without sacrifice, there's no gain in the
I
end. So
guess. Yeah, yeah.
it is what it is.
But I'm glad overall that they're implementing, and I do think that he needs to look at a lot of the health and safety rules, standards internationally, and bring those on board, as well as while they're handing out contracts to people. I'm hoping that they also know that with these contracts, these people have to have insurance policies for their workers.
Well, I
Right?
did see something, I believe, a couple of weeks ago, or probably over the weekend even, with
Uh-huh.
OSHA coming in and implementing certain rules and policies. Because we know
Hmm.
OSHA in the US, especially in the oil and gas sector, where a
Hmm.
lot of expats are, this is why we have these foreign system coming and inject themselves
Yeah,
into the
because
economy,
we have
which is a
6,000
plus.
people. We have 6,000 of our citizens who are working in that oil sector presently.
Good. So with OSHA being there, we now have the international safety standard, right, that we
Hmm.
must follow.
Yep.
Because I could honestly say OSHA works in America, right?
Hmm.
So to have it in Guyana, if anything is to happen, you could then go to OSHA, and given that you are complying with the compliance regulations that's set out,
Hmm.
as long as we have that compliance in order, everybody should be taken care of fairly well and being safe on the job at the same time. Because I know for sure they don't play with the same steel toe boots if you're in a construction site. They don't play with the helmets, the the reflective vests
The
and
reflective
so forth
vest,
are
the
gears.
reflective clothing,
Correct.
gloves, yeah, knee pads, helmets.
Hmm. So I also know there's a few companies who supply these things, and like I said, with OSHA being on the ground, they have to kind of follow the rules and regulations, which would then change our legal framework in the event that anything happen or continue to happen, because they now could hold the government responsible.
Yeah, true,
So
true, true.
hence why we're seeing all the nice changes or sudden changes for some, but these things supposed to have been happening. We've been building roads, houses, infrastructure. We've been working on these things.
Yeah,
Not in a vast scale, but we have been doing it nevertheless.
yeah. I mean, Guyana. Look, and we've said this. Guyana is on a steady trajectory, going forward, going good. All right, in terms of the infrastructure, certain things, yes, we have some hiccups. All right,
Hmm.
realistically, because we've never gotten to this point ever, and this is one of the things that I think the population of Guyana needs to understand. We've
Correct.
never gotten to this point ever. At no point in time was Guyana going to be considered as a first world country until this point, or even have first world money. All right, until this point. So we have to understand, listen, we're at a very unique position in time with our resources, our very small population, our vast lands that need protecting. All right, we have to think about how do we want consolidate the Guyanese population, home and abroad. All right, bring a lot of those people who are outside of Guyana back home, because I have seen the government set up, for example, fairs, these trade missions in New York. And when you look at the people who turn up to the trade missions and stuff like that, Who you think are turning up?
I would believe it's the foreigners.
Foreigners,
Hmm.
and a lot of the
Well,
time, Guyanese of Indian descent, and then the Africans in Guyana can say, "Oh, they didn't get the opportunity." But of course, it's
correct.
widely advertised that this is going to be happening, but they're not taking that opportunity. They're not going. Like, for example, when the president had the meeting in Queens, did you see? We were there. Did you
Well,
see what happened?
keep in mind the regime that we have in place, the one-sided thinking. We left Guyana, well, at least they left Guyana with the mindset of, hey, we're doing bad and we have to look for better. This is why
Yes.
people overstay their visas and all these
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah.
So understanding that mindset haven't changed because a lot of them people have not came back to Guyana. And when they did came, they probably went to their very small communities that they left and did not contribute to. So it's really and truly their fault because you would stay in America for 30, 50 years and send 100 barrel for your family down here, but never came back and said, oh, well, let me put in some lights in the streets. Let me help the community center. Let me, donate something of the sort besides a
What
couple
about what
clothes
about
and
what
shoes
about
and so
I've
on.
learned some things in America. Let me come and invest and create a business that could create jobs in Guyana. What about that?
Exactly.
What
So
about that?
those are the people who is to blame. So if they haven't showed up to the meetings or whatever, then it's still their fault.
And then the funny thing too, there are a group of people who seem to be peddling a certain air about Guyana on the ground that, oh, it's not nice, it's hard, and all kinds of stuff. While you have documentaries coming out from several different organizations and social media influencers that are saying Guyana is the place to be.
Mm.
It is an emerging economy. People are seeing the opportunities in our country, and the people in our country are not seeing those opportunities. I
It
can give
is.
you an example. I provide an example. As dumb as Granger's statement was about planting chip, it still had merit. It still has merit,
Hmm.
right? Why? Take it in the context of, hey, wait a minute. We can produce plant and chip. All right. What about if we get with the growers of the plantain and we say, okay, look, we're gonna create a factory, a processing plant that we grow the plantain, we process, we dry, we fry, or whatever recipes they want to come up with it, and we package that, right? I don't think Trinidad and Tobago could grow more plantain than we,
I doubt it.
but they are the ones exporting plantain chip in a nice package to us. I don't have a problem with that. My Trinidadian peoples, I don't have a problem with that. But what I'm talking about is just like how Trinidad saw the niche and decided, okay, I'm going to provide this. In a market, there should always be good competition. In other words, our local products competing with the products that are coming in. So we have to create an environment, foster the environment within to create that environment, that move, so that people can say, okay, listen, let's go into producing, because that is where Guyanese need their direction needs to go. When you hear the president talking about, oh, we need to get into agriculture, what do you think that means? That's production. That's producing something. So we, as a population, now have to look at what is being produced and say, how can I take advantage of what we have available in Guyana? Now, we're talking about the people in Guyana and the Guyanese outside of Guyana. If you're from the Caribbean, you're welcome, come true. But this is what we're talking about.
A lot of our people, brother, don't nourish that vision. Because I remember back in the days, my mother used to do the same plantain chip export to Barbados. And this is when I was baby. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
They used to do the same thing for the clothes, the garments, because she was a seamstress, right? In growing up time, we opened a canteen. But you see, they didn't have the vision to do that whole packaging beyond that white plastic bag.
hmm No, until now you see it, because they still got people selling. They said, look, chickpeas is a big thing in the US, right? But nobody don't do chickpeas like Guyanese. And you know what I'm talking about. We call the channel. But it's chickpeas in the US. Who does do a better channel than we? Show me. Because channel just go in, cook up. Channel just get cooked by itself with nice seasoning and all kinds of things, and then you throw what we call what is called a chowder or a sour. We call it in Guyana sour, mango chowder on it.
The North America likes it as hummus, whereby
Alright.
you boil it and puree it and use it as a dip.
Okay then. See?
You also do salads with it. It is super healthy for anybody who know to use it. It is super healthy.
Bro, I never knew before I came back to my own homeland about anything named sour. You understand? When I saw this thing and my cousin was telling me, hey, you got to try the plantain chip with the sour. I was like, what? What is sour? And he's like, no, you got to check this out. And he poured the thing on the plantain chip. Bro, I eat so much. I just keep buying plantain chip just to throw sour on it. And we have so many diverse products that we create from what we have from the natural grown fruits, vegetables, all kinds of stuff we got going on in Guyana. But we have not been thinking in the direction of protecting, producing, packaging, all of that. Because one of the things about selling products is the packaging. That's a big part of what sells. The product could be garbage inside. Once the package is nice, people don't buy it. People buy it based on the package and how heavy you market. But from Guyana, we don't need to package garbage. We could package the organic, which is way better. So we have a position as, an emerging market in South America that we can stamp products coming out of Guyana, especially food products, under that label of organic. And I think the government and the agricultural ministry should get involved there. Because Guyana could basically be the provider of that niche market in terms of organic products, bro. The land, we don't need fertilizer. We don't need certain additives. So we can basically market the products that are being exported from Guyana, especially anything food product wise. I don't know about rice, because I think they introduced the GMO rice since 1990 something.
Well,
Right? This is
I
why the
think we do
farmers have
have some good rice.
No. Some farmers have the real rice, but it's GMO rice. All the rest got this. Why they have to run back to the rice board and all these other people. Is they have to buy seeds, bro. They have to buy seeds. They don't have organic seeds. Very few farmers in Guyana don't have organic seeds.
You see, the problem is when you don't have that same mindset to sustain yourself, it's hard to sustain an entire economy, much less the entire Caribbean.
You see, what our government should be doing while President Ali is talking about agriculture, he's got to really give the agricultural sector the real information. That the fact that, listen, we want to move away from the GMO. Because I mean, people who do not know what the GMOs are, that's genetic modified organisms. All right, that's not healthy for you. This is why when you grow one crop of any GMO, you gotta go back and get fresh seeds because that ain't growing no more. Nothing there grows back. You can't get a second crop from that GMO, you know. You could get a second crop from original rice. You ain't getting no second crop from a GMO. When that's done. You have to go back and buy seeds. Is that the way we want our agricultural system to run? Where all people got buy seeds specifically from one group of people or a board? So you can't grow anything by yourself?
Forward thinking is what we need.
Yeah, bro. That's something weird. There's something weird is going on, and I think our government need to look at these things because that's gonna be affecting our population. We are growers. We like grow we own thing, and introducing all these things is really helping our country. All right, it's not really helping our country. But you know, when we have the discussion, the time really flies. We're gonna get back with you in the second hour with some more. But of course, we got more music, more vibes. Stay glued to the Rush Guyana's Industry Show. The only place you're gonna get the music, the vibe, the discussion with yours truly and my co-host Martain, Al-Ameen. Don't go nowhere.
Yo, Millie. What yo? We soca people. We born ready. We ready. We soca people. Noble 12 ready. Militant is ready. We people want to jump up. We people want to wind up. We people like it hype up. Now everybody pump up to light the old place up. Any venue we blaze up. We love to party non-stop. For real, we people love to move. Walking up movements, appetite movements, partying movements, twerking up movements, we juggling movements, we Romanian movements, we staggering movements. All of the cars, when we come up to party, we just look up the party. When we come up to party, we just want up the party. When we come up to party, we just want up the party. When we come up to party, the party start. Love the party hard, party mad, party mad, party hard, party mad, party. When we come up to party, love the party hard, party mad, party mad, party hard, party mad, party. When we come up to party, the system overload. When we out on the road, we have to lose control. We don't care about the sword. When the alcohol in the brain, acting like we going insane. Don't ask me who to blame. We people love to move, walking up movements, appetite movements, partying movements, twerking up movements, we juggling movements, we Romanian movements, we staggering movements. All of because when we come up to party, we just look up the party. When we come up to party, we just want up the party. When we come up to party, we just want up the party. When we come up to party, the party starts. Love the party hard, party mad, party mad, party hard, party mad, party. When we come up to party, love the party hard, party mad, party mad, party hard, party mad, party. When we come up to party, I love my country, I love my man. Simply go up on a brass, getting drunk, you savannah grass. Ladies in expensive bras, red buckskin and dark. Them whining the one no talk. If you're lucky, might get a flash. Domestic season, please don't stop. When we come up to party, 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 we people love to move, walking up movements, appetite movements, partying movements, twerking up movements, we juggling movements, we Romanian movements, we staggering movements. All of because when we come up to party, we just lift up the party. When we come up to party, we just want up the party. When we come up to party, we just mash up the party. When we come up to party, the party starts. Love the party hard, party mad, party mad, party hard, party mad, party. When we come up to party, love the party hard, party mad, party mad, party hard, party mad, party. When we come up to party. When you we soca people. We soca people.
Yo, me bad boy. Sky. Me bad boy. You better don't depons. If you want this front. Yo. You have to put in the work to please me. Make man pop down easy. You have to from the front sometimes from the if you want me to easy. Put in the work to please me. Make man pop down easy. You have to from the front sometimes from the if you want me to easy. Me no name Tanya, but me need a big ninja bike. We ride and rev and bounce all night. Stamina fi up, cause the sipping real. Back arch for the ride all night. Me take time when me a slide pan it. Me want take a ride pan it. See me, you fi squeeze it. Them thing you fi do for please me. Put in the work for please me. Make man pop down easy. You have it from the front sometimes from the if you want me to easy. Put in the work for please me. Make man pop down easy. You have it from the front sometimes from the if you want me to easy. If you not look possessed, nerd. You have to do some work with your head. You feel say you're bad, then spread out. Bend me up, twist me up like Zed. Me no want no man, where you have a lily. Me want length and strength with the bend panny. Me want the vein with enough speed bumper. No matter what you do, me never run from it. You have to put in the work for please me. Make man pop down easy. You have it from the front sometimes from the if you want me to easy. Put in the work for please me. Make man pop down easy. You have it from the front sometimes from the if you want me to easy. Put in the work for please me. Make man pop down easy. You have it from the front sometimes from the if you want me to easy. Put in the work for please me. Make man pop down easy. You have it from the front sometimes from the if you want me to easy. Yo. Them on never see it coming, you know. Praise our records, eh.
Why you don't know say trouble boys in the building? Say you don't know say trouble there. Say you know say we don't play. Anyway, with their bashment time. Girl, shut up and ride. Why is the man she call me Mr. Joe Grind? Jump through she window late at night. So she want treat me like a bicycle. Sit down and pedal and ride it. And when you walk up on me naughty and grind it. Say your body look good and when you can work it. You know you make me feel good when you say pedal and ride it. And when you walk up on my body and grind it. Sit down and ride it. Yes, you know you make me feel good when you say pedal and ride it. Everything when me want, oh, you say you want lock me down or you grip me, babe, girl. Oh Lord, oh, bend your back, wine in the top. Would you buy your hair while you a big bang? Twerk, me step right up. Jiggle up your body while you a tell. Shut up and ride. Why is the man she call me Mr. Joe Grind? Jump through she window late at night. So she want treat me like a bicycle. Sit down and pedal and ride it. And when you walk up on my body and grind it. Sit down and ride it. Yes, you know you make me feel good when you say pedal and ride it. Your uncle and give me like a sample is blow you. I give but me no back down now. If your man can handle the right kind vibes, let me beat it up and knock it up right. So go down now, love it when you trim more. You like my big bite, let me see you start right now. Walk up and grind on, go down on. Girl, shut up and ride. Why is the man she call me Mr. Joe Grind? Jump through she window late at night. So she want treat me like a bicycle. Sit down and pedal and ride it. And when you walk up on my body and grind it. Sit down and ride it. Yes, you know you make me feel good when you say pedal and ride it. Everything when me want, oh, you say you want lock me down or you grip me, babe, girl. Oh Lord, oh, bend your back, wine in the top. Hold you by your hair while you a big back. Twerk, me stop right up. Jiggle up your body while you a tell. Shut up and ride. Why is the man she call me Mr. Joe Grind? Jump through she window late at night. So she want treat me like a bicycle. Sit down and pedal and ride it. And when you walk up on my body and grind it. Sit down, go down and ride it. Babes, you know you make me feel good when you start pedal and ride it.
Oh, I love your sweet sugar. Sweet sugar. Sweet, 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 sweet sugar.
You want the sugar? Oh, we again and again, again and again. I give chicken juice, and then cause she body loose. She couldn't refuse, she don't want no other juice. She had pineapple,
I didn't want that.
orange,
I didn't want that.
banana. All she wants is the sweet cane juice.
You crazy.
Carnival music playing, girl with them bumper shaking. Vibes so nice with a cup of ice, rum and fetties in life we craving. Nothing but work no more, no stress for me to enjoy. Right now I hate to misbehave, I'm bringing the energy. With me rum me and a girl feels I'm a man. Back on our sweet, I know we ain't going nowhere. With the vibes so nice, yes. It's whining all about place to place. I come out to misbehave. It's that time again. Back on our time. I come to misbehave. Jump around if you feeling so calm. Mashing down the streets and all over with me friends and family. Winding up inside the defect. No water spray. It's time to get wet now, but that thing gon' tie away. But who watching me? Good vibes and energy. Not worry, so bring me the ice and rum. No fetting missing me. Juve start with rum and rum, with me, rummy, me and a girl feels I'm a me. Back on our sweet, I know we ain't going nowhere. With the vibes so nice, yes. It's whining all about place to place. I come out to misbehave. That time again. Back on that time. I come to misbehave. Jump around if you feeling so calm. Mashing down the streets and all over with me friends and family. Winding up inside the defect. No water spray. It's time to get wet now, but that thing gon' tie away. Carnival jam. It's that time again. Be ready, be ready, be ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. This is how we just match up better. This is how we just play. Juve money behind the truck, but I know that them jab day. On Carnival Day, we na business. We na business. We going all out. When you see Trinidad, them Vinci passe. Calling on me yade. Antigua is fete and party. Guyanese love their rums like Bayesians where crap overcome. On every jabbing like the grenadiers when them hold down. Sundown, we live for this. Rain come, we live for this. More rum, we live for this. It can't done, we live for this. The Caribbean, we live for this. Eating tin and peel. For I see big bottom, we live for this. Woman more than man, we live for this. Not over till it over. Me head gone, cause we not think about sober. Just give me more rum. We cooler have more liquor. The stress done. I leave the kids there with their grandmother. I'm not drunk, so mind your funky business. Do what I want, jumping behind a big truck. Woman in front, dash mud on me, dash mud, water on me, dash paint all over me. When we reach is when the vetting start. We love to vet, vetting in we heart. We will broke down fence, we will take down rail. After carnival, you can put me in jail. But sundown, we live for this. Rain come, we live for this. More rum, we live for this. It can't done, we live for this. The Caribbean, we live for this. Eating tin and peel. We live for this. Big bottom, we live for this. Woman more than man, we live for this. Not over till it over. Me head gone, cause we not think about sober. Just give me more rum. We cooler have more liquor. The stress done. I leave the kids there with their grandmother. Don't tell me about time out. We live for this. Vet it till it drinks out. We live for this. When we reach is when the vetting start. We love to vet. Vetting it we are. When you see Trinidad, them Vinci passe. Calling on me yade. Antigua is fete and party. Guyanese love their rums like Bayesians where crap overcome. On every jabbing like the grenadiers with them horns. woman more than man. For this, not over till it over. Me head gone, as we not take more sober. Just give me more rum, we cooler have more liquor. The stress done, I leave me kids there with their grandmother. We live for this, 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 we live for this.
She for real, man.
Cheer it up, cheer it down. I up the place, all over town. Sexy, she's sexy, yes, she's sexy, she's sexy. 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 Island, your body, you're waiting out to stay. Island, your body, and you know waiting pay. Island, your body, you will shine and glisten. Island, your body is your jab season. Sexy, she's sexy, yes, she's sexy, she's sexy. 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 What she say? Look at it. What she say? Look she say. What she say? Look at it. What she say? Look at it. It's a sexy jab. The girl a sexy jab. She is a sexy jab. The girl a sexy jab. Jack, she love to play, yeah. Every time but duvet. When the red temperature, everything get oily. When she start to jiggle up, tick tock it and bubble up. That want to take her knock. She's not giving any up. Sexy, she's sexy, yes, she's sexy, she's sexy. 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 What she say? Look at it. What she say? Look she say. What she say? Look at it. What she say? Look at it. It's a sexy jab. The girl a sexy jab. For real. She is a sexy jab. The girl a sexy jab. It's top and cabalist. It's fuck and nuttiness. It's who jabbing on that. It's who jabbing on this. She oil it up. She oil it up. I love the place. All over town. It's top and cabalist. It's fuck and nuttiness. It's who jabbing on that. It's who jabbing on this. She oil it up. She oil it up. I love the place. All over town. Sexy, she's sexy, yes, she's sexy, she's sexy. 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 What she say? Look at it. What she say? Look she say. What she say? Look at it. What she say? Look at it. What she say? Look at it. What she say?
Beautiful. You're beautiful. I can do without the raindrops, even if the sun don't come again. Don't need no Lamborghini, no Versace. I can do without almost anything, but not you. Without a woman, everything could be not worth it. Even if she's perfect, without a woman, nothing would be normal. Say thanks to woman. Woman, I love you back. Love the way you look. Oh gosh, I love your style. You are the greatest, you are the grand design. Oh yeah, I love your face. Woman, I love your tender touch. I love your mind, just the way you decide. Without a woman, everything could be not perfect. Even if she's perfect, without a woman, nothing
makes you happy. It will take you away from reality. We know how sad life can be. Sweet music is the remedy. When sweet soul got hit your body, you got to move and be. Because it takes you to a place where you want to be. Happy and free. When sweet soul got hit, fire ignite. Soca makes you feel that magic. Like I want to dance some more, and that's for sure. Sweet soca makes me feel that magic delight. That magic delight. Indeed, lift my spirit high, high. That magic delight. For real, it makes me wanna dance with my ladies, dance with my baby, dance with my ladies. Sweet music makes me wanna dance with my ladies, dance with my baby, dance with my ladies. That magic delight.
Trust me, we're gonna give you that magic delight right here in the Rush, Guyana's industry show. You know how we do on a Wednesday, the WW Day. It's the hump day. It ain't Friday, but we can give you that vibe of Guyana right here. Stay tuned. We got a lot more in store, and of course, we gonna hit you back with the discussion in just a few.
You think I care? They must think I care. That's why you always broke. You think I care? Your girl get you think I care? On the table you duck. You think I care? Oh, your soul don't work. You think I care? That's why you just get blow. You think I care? You neighbor them know. You think I care? Oh, you like free rum. You think I care? And you don't mind your son. You think I care? They tell the people how you get blacklist. I don't know what I want with your name. Well, if you see my face, I unbothered. Cause all know, cause I'm still in the game. Half of them was telling my story, telling people I don't get work. Well, if you know crazy ace, then you know how I stay. Then you know that I don't give a fuck. Say clothes them cheap, you think I care? The man get a Jeep, you think I care? Oh, your roof does leak, you think I care? Cars are antique, you think I care? You say you thief some money, you think I care? You just get knocked out, you think I care? Oh, you build some house, you think I care? Oh, the one give laugh, you think I care? 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 You must think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You must think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You must think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You must think I care? Me bills don't pay. Me taking on stress to me A get great. Since I was a little boy, I did on own way. I'll tell my friend that is how I stay. You can do what you want, hope and pray. Drop this tune, you can say don't play. You can tell me January falling May, but come the next year and do it the same way. So you always broke, you think I care? Your girl get you think I care? On the table you duck, you think I care? Oh, your soul don't walk, you think I care? They say you just get blow, you think I care? You neighbor them know, you think I care? Oh, you like free rum, you think I care? And you don't mind your son, you think I care? You must think I care, you think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You must think I care, you think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You must think I care, you think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You must think I care, you think I care? You think I care? You think I care? They start whisper when you're just walking, and when you're gone, they louder the talking. How crazy is broken the sharking? The woman every home alone, Macaulay Culkin. I don't pay no mind to the haters. Long the tag won't affect my paper. Put my life in the hands of the maker. 2 weeks vacation, I'm going to Jamaica. Say clothes them cheap, you think I care? The man get a Jeep, you think I care? Oh, your roof does leak, you think I care? Cars are antique, you think I care? You say you thief some money, you think I care? You just get knocked out, you think I care? Oh, you build some house, you think I care? Oh, the one give laugh, you think I care? 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 You must think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You must think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You must think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You think I care? You could do what you want, hope and pray. When I drop this tune, you can say don't play. You can tell me January falling May, but come the next day and they do the same way. You must think I care.
You must think I can. That's the voice of Quincy Ace. I love that one. We're going to drop one more before we get right back into today's discussion.
This one is for all my hot and groovy ladies. Yes, start to wind now, start to move now. Hey, hot and groovy in the soca party. She's hot and groovy. Baila with me, baby. Bambina medai, dina memai demai. Bambina medai, dina memai demai. Betting in a soca party when I meet this Latin beauty. When I see she well shaped, with looks to kill her mind. I make a move and we started talking. She said, look like a distinguished Charlie. Then she tell me, boy, I feel it to party. She showed me emotion that get my attention. Then jam me in a cozy corner and whisper softly to me, move me and move me. In the soca party, she said to move me and move me. Work up my body, move me till I feel the pressure. Move me till I'm hot all over. Move me till I squeeze you tight, tight, pushy until the party over. Hot and groovy in the soca party. She's hot and groovy. Baila with me, baby. Bambina medai, dina memai demai. Bambina medai, dina memai demai. Sympathize me the way how she flexing. This one hot for the million. Girl, I'm your huggy bear, my lady. Hold me anywhere, don't be shy. I went for more lyrics in her head. She did not accept it. She tell me, was it only lip service, man? Only one way you could prove it. Move me and move me. In the soca party, she said to move me and move me. Work up my body, move me till I feel the pressure. Move me till I'm hot all over. Move me till I squeeze you tight, tight, pushy until the party over. Hot and groovy in the soca party. She's hot and groovy. Baila with me, baby. Bambina medai, dina memai demai. Bambina medai, dina memai demai. She like the fire, so I stand at attention when I feel the sweet sensation going through my body every time. She rub she titty on me, oh my. The way how she flexing on me, everybody watching at me. And then she put she up on me shoulder and whispered softly to me, move me and move me. In the soca party, she said to move me and move me. Work up my body. Music sweet to compliment my señorita. Chiquitita. Give me. Alright. When the soca in the baila, it make the flex more better. Move me and move me. In the soca party, when I see this Latin beauty, like I angel descend on me. Move me and move me. Baila with me, baby. Move me and move me. In the soca party, she said to move me and move me. Work up my body, move me till I feel the pressure. Move me till I'm hot all over. Move me till I squeeze you tight, tight, pushy till she come run right over. Move me till I feel the pressure. Move me till I'm hot all over. Move me till I squeeze you tight, tight, pushy until the party over. Hot and groovy in the soca party. She's hot and groovy. Baila with me, baby. Bambina medai, dina memai demai. Bambina medai, dina memai demai. Chiquitita, you like my fire, my señorita. Come on, you know you are. Bambina medai, dina medai. Bambina medai, dina medai. Hot and groovy.
Hot and groovy. And everybody knows that one coming out of the artist Milton from Guyana, South America. We got to jump back into today's conversation. We're talking about a couple of things that are developing, including the whole Ministry of Labor introducing the health and safety measures. And like we were saying earlier, we do hope it comes along with some new revised, updated laws. It kind of brings the whole thing into perspective, and of course, protects the workers, because as the Ministry of Labor, I think that is the sole purpose, of what they do, is to protect the workers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead.
it's important, right? I think we've said this enough. It's important that each ministry understand a portfolio. And once you
Hmm.
understand your portfolio, like this ministry does, certain things we wouldn't have to be asking for,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Because employees shouldn't have to ask for their safety measures. There should be something in place from the jump.
And why what's really funny to me? Why they just can't make the NIS thing automatic, and why they don't just fully computerize NIS so that
Well,
all records are not
mhm,
held on a piece of paper by anybody.
that would be a process, brother. You know how the system goes. While we do move forward, we are backward in many ways,
Hmm.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, once they understand it, what they have to do, because I know for sure the GRA
Hmm.
is mostly online. I went there for a form the other day and they said, well, you have to go online, sir. And I was like, well, no problem. If I had known, I would have gone online before. Because
Yeah.
I knew when I go in, I usually have to go to the receptionist and they would give you the form there. But for now that majority of the stuff there is online, I
Mm.
think that is good.
Yeah.
You know, at some point I do hope that everything would be online. That way they have an entire database at their
Yeah.
disposal. But we are getting there with certain areas in ministries and business,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's so much we could do in terms of highlighting a particular issue that needs to be remedied.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, but it also takes the population looking or zooming in on that particular issue and saying, yes, this is something that we think we need. Because
Correct.
in a lot of the cases where the government would go ahead um, and just do some policy making and stuff and move things forward, it's because they themselves recognize that, listen, if we sit down there and listen or wait on you all to come up with certain types of things that we need to move on, we just they're wasting time. So a lot of the times they have to be more proactive, as in listen to what are the needs, what are some of the development needs of the population, especially Guyana now with its growing um, economy. And how do you weave what your country has to offer, what your people have to offer, into that, what President Ali keeps touting all the time about prosperity for all Guyanese and stuff like that. But how are you weaving that into the actual being with the people on the ground? That's my only um, problem, and I don't see it happening readily because, of course, we know for a fact that certain facets need to be tightened up. We need to have IP law in Guyana. We need to have certain laws revised, changed, updated. We also need enforcement of those laws. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a there's so much to do still. So I'm hoping that they're thinking more of fast tracking a lot of these things, because just being dormant on these issues is just what? Wasting time.
Correct. Well, they would have to think about fast tracking it because of the times we're in. You can't readily test something or just start now. You have to have all the ducks in a row because the information is already available to the masses. So if you don't have it available readily, then we're just, moving back.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as you said rightfully earlier, the information is readily available. The research is already being done. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. All right, the information is there. You just have to read it, understand it, and then get your think tank together to see how those structures are going to affect the creatives or the people of Guyana when you implement certain strategies. That's all. And you can
Hmm.
create, you can also have fielders and testers where you go out there and literally ask the questions and give people the information. Are they doing that? Where are the PSIs that give information? For example, with this issue here with the Ministry of Labor, although we're saying this is a very good thing that's happening, um, their conduct their health and safety across Guyana. That's good, all right, but you should have had certain stipulated rules and enforce those rules on every single work site.
Correct. Well, at some point we will get there. Hopefully we will get there,
No,
because
well,
I do see.
this is why they have people like us because we agitate so that people get moving.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
understand? So a lot of people may say, "Oh, it's just okay." So why are you lamb? Is that lambasting? Guyanese have this attitude that you can't mention the flaws. No, you gotta mention the flaws and then show how the flaws can be corrected.
Correct. Like, I saw earlier this morning a guy, I think it's Francis Bailey. He posted some AI generated concepts of the Stabrook market.
Yeah.
I naturally thought that for where we're going in a digital era, it
Hmm.
is a beautiful look, and it would be good for our country. But somebody commented and said, well, the regime that we have in place today, is not of that thinking, and also will be kind of neglecting and erasing the culture of Guyana.
If you
So,
change it,
correct. So, what do we do?
what has to happen? And I do, because I saw it. I do like Francis got a good concept. However, for me, the only concept that I think is viable, workable for Guyana is not to change that exterior facade, but to maintain it, have it clean. But where you make all the necessary changes is on the in the interior. What you do
Hmm.
is that, for example, I'll give you a good example, and don't take the idea that we can know. You seal the ventilation areas in the Stabrook market. You AC, you air condition the entire thing on the inside. You restructure the way the stalls are put in because all of them are on the ground floor, and you got 3 stories up of nothingness above you, right? Those can be used as floors. You can then install a steel framework on the inside that will then afford you to have the steps or escalator to have a floor go up and then a third floor. All right. You modernize it. You decide, okay, well, what we're going to do at the back, we will put the fruits and the meats. Now, what the meat vendors would have to do is to do all their preparation elsewhere. And when they get to Stabrook Market, it's all about presentation. So their fishes on ice displays, their meats are on hooks on ice displays, and all of that. That is what they need in that area. And in those areas, you have extractors to pull the smell out.
Well, I noticed in a part of his concept development, he had the X. So in my opinion, it didn't really look too far off from what it is already. right? And I could be wrong, but we were making use of those different tiers that you mentioned, the two floors in the air, right? Obviously, it looked a little bit different. The glass aspect, instead of being that plain white window that they have right now, it is an open glass, and you will be able to dine inside with, like a little restaurant and these type thing, right? They do have this step because I've never directly been inside beyond the ground floor, I think, in my entire life, but they do have the stalls, kind of organized, the whole meat center, like you were mentioning, and so forth, right? The outside on the pier is extended a bit to
Mm.
accommodate the outside stalls, which would most likely be restaurants, right? The boat landing is more structured
Yeah.
and clear. The parts where the bus already is a bit more structured. We got some nice bus sheds, some trees, and so on in between.
Yeah.
So I think we do have to look not directly at the structure itself, while the structure do need reinforcing, but the exterior also. We got all that space with a bunch of people and they tent. We could definitely change it up, put in some lights in the place, get the place looking nice and clean.
Bro, Starbuck Market should be the basically is the envy of the Caribbean because it's one of the
Hmm.
it's the huge market in the Caribbean. Trust me. In terms of the variation of fruits, vegetables, like I mean, it is everything in one spot. Is in Starbuck.
I agree. I agree. And this is where we need to look at things. Some people have budget, private sectors. We do have a couple of people with budget who could make some changes. Of course, the goal is to not to destroy our history, but kind of make it look decent, look modern, look nice in a sense where it's not falling down, rusty, breaking apart, and these sort of things. And I believe it would be a nice tourist attraction because we know every time somebody comes to Guyana, they want to have a picture under the clock, as they say.
Well, the thing is, have you seen City Hall recently? How it looks after they start removing all the things from around it. They fixed
No,
it
I
up.
haven't been to Tongue yet.
Yeah, so it's starting to look real nice, bro.
I Well, some of the same infrastructure works need to be done at the different markets, not just even big market. We got border market, right? We got all these different areas.
Well,
We got
I'm wondering who's taking care of Le Penitence Market down there by Kaicho News and so. Who taking care of that?
well, somebody gotta do it. You understand? Somebody have to make sure, whether it be
But
private
but
sector
but but,
or
but isn't
public.
it under all these municipal markets? Aren't they on the city hall in the city? We're talking about the city here. All right.
I do believe so, yeah.
Le Penitence is in the city. Stabrook is in the city. Borders in the city. So you're talking about three major markets in the city.
Again, without vision, we just get market.
Yo, it is like these guys just don't think outside of the Sal good shop.
Hmm. Well, unfortunately, they gotta come out with that mindset because that's the mindset that would have kept us where we are today. I've always said I'm 30 years old, and every year I grow, I'll say the same thing. I'm currently 30 years old, and I could see development and the need for change in certain areas, not everything, but certain areas that do need
Yeah.
work. And if we don't put
Hmm.
things in place, then my next generation is going to come and pretty much saying the same thing. And that is what we don't want. How do we move forward as a growing nation,
Hmm.
without any actual growth?
And like we said, I mean, we're giving them some huge suggestions here, which they can use. It's easy. In Guyana, because of the topography of Guyana and because our cities are a relative distance apart, what we need to have are these above land trains that can commute people. Then we need to have the cargo trains that can bring the produce in from the agricultural areas, including Essequibo.
Hmm. At the end, it is understanding your portfolio. working together to make sure everybody is benefiting, especially the people. It's most important that the people, and of
Well,
course, the
I
people,
think
yeah,
the
gotta play a
government is there
part.
to improve the lives of the people, don't you?
Yeah, well, that's it. The people too have to play a part. It can't be comfortable. While I do not go to town because I don't like going on the bus park. In certain parts in New York, I don't mind waiting on the bus, especially at the main terminals. But you'll never find me at a regular bus stop catching a bus. You understand? It have to be central, have to be, welcoming. And we don't have a lot of that in Guyana. While the people are welcoming, the environment is questionable. So that is what we need to make some drastic changes on, for the betterment of ourselves at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, for real. We got to make some changes for the betterment of the people because like I said, there's so much that we can grow. For example, the 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 bridge constructions across Guyana, right? They got large constructions and they got some small ones, right? They are actual welders, a group of Guyanese in New York City. All right. I think that the government really needs to set up these networks, and they need people who can reach out and set up these networks because there's a group of individuals who are, you know, real professional welders in New York. They've worked on all the bridges in New York, Brooklyn Bridge, everything. All right. And they're Guyanese. And they've said to me, listen, if our skills are needed at home, well, just let us know. I mean, let's have an arrangement with the government. We'll come in as a team. We don't want the major bridges because they really can't do the construction. For example, like what the Chinese are doing, like the suspension bridge across, because they would need an entire team and much more planning. All right, but they can
Hmm.
handle, as they said to me, listen, we can handle those smaller bridges just as our team, and we can bring in other Guyanese as well now to help with the labor force. The smaller bridges, which would be more permanent structures because they're thinking of doing them in steel.
Well,
So,
again, the
yes.
infrastructure for the people them that we're looking to invite back home have to be
Mhm.
in place.
True.
Certain concessions have to be in place. Because look at me, I am stuck between a rock and a hard place currently with one of my companies. And this is because the laws is super outdated. It may be modern, but it's outdated. It's not enforced in the right manner. Certain things don't make sense. But I still have to keep, pushing through and hope for the best. And currently I'm working to see that change. So I probably have to be the one now who's going to say, well, hey, we got to go to court and fix a couple of these things. Because if
Yeah.
not, then who is? You
Hmm.
understand me?
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of Guyanese willing to take the step and the risk to make
Hmm.
sure we go in the right direction, but the government also have to be willing.
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, we've said it on numerous occasions. They need to have a lot of synergy because you got a small population that could basically work for a company because all of the people in Guyana right now are not adults at working age. We got children, we got old people. So you're talking about roughly 400 or 380,000 people who are at that stage to do anything. You understand?
Mm.
So we have to understand. Listen, you got to consolidate. You have to understand. Okay, who are the Guyanese here? Who are the Guyanese outside of Guyana? You got to put programs in place to contact with all these people. Network. Who can come home? You can bring afford certain concessions, as you said rightfully earlier. Bring those people back home. All right, because it's not like you don't have the thing to that needs to they need to be provided with, and they're going to be able you they're going to be even more flexible because they're coming home to build at home.
Correct. There's a lot of things that we're willing to accept, but not everything we could accept is unfair. Because if that's the case, it's best I go to other countries who's, open for
No,
business.
let's be honest, a lot of Guyanese have left Guyana, they've gone to other countries, they've benefited from those people's educational system, they have grown, right? Now You can't say, well, come home and contribute for thing. Why are you thinking? No, you can't do that. Those people have built their life out there for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're willing to come home, you've got to at least hear them in terms of whatever concessions they would like to have coming back
Correct.
to
Well,
contribute.
for instance, I was told a couple of minutes ago actually that one of our associates is planning to come back home with their family, and I was like, okay, that's nice. And they're selling off their houses and so on in the US. So if people are willing to do that, to come home, to
Yeah.
build back home, to be home in general, whether it be the major celebrities, whether it be the regular person, the average Joe,
Joe.
the middle
Yeah.
class, Guyanese are willing to come home. The second generation of Guyanese, more so, is who is most willing to come back here. And
Yeah.
if we don't put things in place for the second generation who legit have no ties but their parents,
Hmm.
then we stand to fail. And that is the truth.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen other Caribbean countries progress, um, like immediately. Because, for example, Jamaica, a lot of their, like Guyana, benefits from a lot of remittance and Jamaicans sending money home, Jamaicans returning home, contributing, building, for example. And they have a regime that allows their creatives to grow to a point where they contribute significantly to Jamaica's GDP. Hussein
Hmm.
Bolt, the whole Marley family, and of course all the artists from Jamaica who, when they get their monies from other countries, come home and spend that money at home. Because if you notice, when Cartel wanted the Porsche, he didn't go to Italy and go to the dealership in Italy and buy a Porsche, or he didn't go to the US and bought the Porsche or
Exactly.
anything. You see what
We
he did?
can't even buy that in Guyana.
You see what he
It's
did?
not, now we have the Chevy branch, the dealership in Guyana. But I
Ford, right? Yeah,
guarantee you,
Ford. Yeah.
yes, the Ford, sorry.
Mhm.
But I guarantee you, the price on that, I don't even want a vehicle. You understand?
At least when you know in comparison to the price it is in the US.
Correct.
It's shocking, you know what I mean? You're like, what?
There's a couple of regime and things that we have to look at and make changes, and the government have to be willing, or else they're gonna naturally be forced out because a lot of guys is not gonna want to sit down and take what you're giving them. I personally don't want to sit down and take what you're offering. You understand me? Some of the policies, some of the laws,
I mean,
certain things in place is garbage.
it's too old, and no longer can people sit there and say, okay, well, we're advancing. We can't advance with the 1954 laws. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
They're way outdated, and these politicians are just what they're doing is sitting there every time they get in because they benefit from these regimes that were there because it's under colonialism and it hasn't changed. That old English common law. So when they get in there, they realize the broad scope of how they could get away with certain things and corruption. They leave it as it is, and this
Yep.
is what we have to stop. And this is where the citizens of Guyana have to come in and say, no, no longer will we have this happening to us over and over. The laws have to change so that when people break the rules, they go to jail. If you embezzle government monies, you go to jail. Because how do you explain people going into parliament, coming out of parliament 5, 6 houses later? Come on. Huge bank accounts all over the place. No, no, no. And then we say we have, for example, don't we have the SOCU, that financial arm that is supposed to be looking for people who are doing white collar crimes?
Mm-hmm.
Don't we have that branch? So why aren't they looking at the politicians? What's so special about them? Are they special?
Something have to be changed, brother, in order for us to see the actual change. People have to be willing to do their jobs. and exactly what they signed up for, and not have the government or members of government hold something over your head. Because then we have to question, how did you end up with that position? You
It's
understand me?
it's fully crazy. It's fully crazy. You have SOCO that is supposed to be an independent financial investigation body, and not once, well, they have during APNU time they have said they have investigated members of the PPP, which came to no avail. During the PPP time, I don't know what investigations, but there were some glimpses of and some sort of thing happening, but of course, nothing substantial out of that. You will see no politician go to jail in the history again.
Hmm. And that's going to change because we could see in Trinidad, Haiti, Jamaica, Bahamas, Barbados, individuals, when they do wrong, they get hold for it.
I mean, listen,
Even
Guyana,
Trump regime now is holding people accountable.
we have to be accountable for. You can't have politicians that are in there that's supposed to be working for the people and they stealing the people's money. You understand? That can't work. You can't have politicians in there who are dealing in nepotism and that kind of thing. It hinders the growth of any country. And that, if you notice, that is what's happening right now. It's just unfolding on the entire stage. When I
Hmm.
say the entire stage, both on the opposition and the government stage, both of them going through the exact same thing at this point.
Well, this is why people say, well, it's a family and friends affair. You understand? Because when I look inside of certain contractual arrangements and agreements, and you look at certain developments that's happening and the names that is behind almost everything, you got question like, is this person overqualified? Which in that case is not a problem. But we can't be seeing discrepancies in the end, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years after, you know, in
Hmm.
the beginning of an arrangement, knowing
But,
the
but but
type of people that you're getting into business with.
true. But just before we wrap up this second hour, just let me say this before we wrap it up. We pick it up in the third and final hour, right? I notice a particular thing, and I think about it from more of a big picture thing than just thinking about it on a micro level, right? I think the government is attempting to put a lot of money into the pockets of ordinary Guyanese, all right, regardless of where, who, whatever, with these contracts that they're doing. And again, contracts are not handed out to anybody like that. They're bidding that happens. When you fulfill that bid, then you have the monies to go start the contract. So that's part of it. Now, what the government is trying to facilitate is to give Guyanese, especially these building contractors, a kind of a head start where they will get contracts to understand the building process. Guyana has never again been at this point where we could actually say we're going into a building boom. Right? We don't have 150 architects, and then we have companies branching off from them, and they're designing and constructing things in Guyana on a rapid. It never happened before. All right. So those are the things we need to take into consideration when we, put things forward to our audience. 10 minutes to the top of the hour. We got some more music, more vibe in the rush. When we get back in the third and final hour, we got a lot more discussion for you. Don't touch that dial. Stay glued to slamfm.co.uk, Majestic Music Radio, my exclusive radio, Cut and Clear Radio, 102.3, 96.7, Triple R Radio and Studio M. You know how we do on a Wednesday. WW Day.
Kuya, kuya. Kuya na. Kuya, kuya. Look Bring out the whining wall.
Bring out the whining boy, girl. You know that you sexy and you really wanna show it, girl. Bring out the whining boy. Bring out the whining boy, girl. Know that you sexy and you really wanna show it, girl. Show ya sexy, show ya sexy, show ya sexy, show ya sexy now. Show ya sexy, show ya sexy, show ya sexy, show ya sexy now.
Spread out, open your mouth, let me see the tongue ring when me love. Turn my chrome, work the bumper, girl. Water for days, extend the water hose. Y'all bring your bucket, time is the air. Wake up the place, carnival with a gear. Y'all broke out anywhere, hand in the ear. And shout out, splash, water, dash, bumper, splash, water. Bumper jumping like Stonewall base.
Bring on the whining boy, bring on the whining boy, girl. You know that you sexy and you really wanna show it, girl. Bring on the whining boy, bring on the whining boy, girl. Know that you sexy and you really wanna show it, girl. Show ya sexy, show ya sexy, show ya sexy, show ya sexy now. Show ya sexy, show ya sexy, show ya sexy, show ya sexy now.
Bring out your waist, bring out the wine, bring out your bumper, pan me lumbar brace. Make the lumbar break. You have me have water for days. Extend the water hose. Y'all bring your bucket. Storm is the air. Wet up the place. Body clean and you're full of sexy tattoos. Where you whining them, I wonder if you star blues. Carnival with a gear. Y'all broke out anywhere. Hand in the ear. And shout out.
Bring on the whining boy, bring on the whining boy, girl. You know that you sexy and you really wanna show it, girl. Bring on the whining boy, bring on the whining boy, girl. Know that you sexy and you really wanna show it, girl. Bring on the whining boy, bring on the whining boy, girl. Bring on the whining boy, bring on the whining boy.
You ready? Hey!
come, let we go. Let we go on the Bacchanal Road.
The sounds of love is flooding the air. Can't you feel this moment bringing us to test? It got me deep in my emotions. It be deeper than the ocean. So much love to share. There's nothing that could compare.
Cause right now we be ready to shake up the whole place like an earthquake. Right now we go mash up the place, mash up Ascension Road and call it the Bacchanal Road, Bacchanal Road, Bacchanal Road. This is the Bacchanal Road, Bacchanal Road, Bacchanal Road. Now everybody going mad, we bad, we broke down the roadway man, we bad. Cause soon as we cross the stage, we go be okay. Now everybody start jumping up, jumping up, jumping up. Now everybody waving up, waving up, waving up. Now everybody winding up, winding up, winding up. We winding all day.
It got me deep in my emotions. It be deeper than the ocean. So much love to share. There's nothing that could compare.
Cause right now we be ready to shake up the whole place like an earthquake. Right now we go mash up the place, mash up Ascension Road and call it the Bacchanal Road, Bacchanal Road, Bacchanal Road. This is the Bacchanal Road, Bacchanal Road, Bacchanal Road. Now everybody going mad, we bad, we broke down the roadway man, we bad. Cause soon as we cross the stage, we go be okay. Now everybody start jumping up, jumping up, jumping up. Now everybody waving up, waving up, waving up. Now everybody winding up, winding up, winding up. We winding all day.
Bacchanal Road, Bacchanal Road, Bacchanal Road, Bacchanal Road, Bacchanal Road.
Now everybody going mad, we bad, we broke down the roadway man, we bad. Cause soon as we cross the stage, we go be okay. Now everybody start jumping up, jumping up, jumping up. Now everybody waving up, waving up, waving up. Now everybody winding up, winding up, winding up. We winding all day. Yeah. Oh my God. You just smash up the road. The Bacchanal Road. The police coming. Okay.
Campfire. Campfire.
All brothers gonna chuck me jam. Welcome to the jam session. Everybody go to wind up the waist. Hey man, place is right here in this place. Right here.
I wanna go to a chutney party. I wanna go with my friends and family.
All the way is fun. I wanna go on any songs of the life and play a chutney soca with some steel pan.
And when me come in the party nice, give me the punching mix with ice. Give me the rum and the coke. We are making no joke. We go buy out the bar tonight. Come my darling, come my darling. Give me the move, girl. Give me the move, girl. Nice and groovy, nice and groovy. Like a sweet, sweet Bollywood movie. Move up the waist. Move up the waist. Move up the waist. Move up the waist.
Come again.
I wanna hear the song that the tassa. Mix it up with the chutney soca soca.
Raise up the volume. I wanna go down by the bar, but I'm not doing everything. Yeah. I'm reaching the party nice. Give me my punching mix with ice. Give me my rum and my coke. When I'm making no joke, you go buy out the bar tonight.
Come my darling, come my
of the life and playing chutney soca with some steel pan. And when we return the party nice, there will be punch and mixing ice. There will be rum and we coke, we not making no joke. We go buy all the bar tonight.
Come my darling, come my darling. Give me the move, girl, give me the move, girl. Nice and groovy, nice and groovy. Like a sweet, sweet Bollywood movie.
Running out the air, running out the waist, running out the air, running out the waist, running out the air, running out the waist, running out the air, running out the waist.
Mahindra, the energy all over. This is not normal. Cause something just changed inside of me. I feel it's a zombie. I full of energy. It make me tear off my shot, tear off my shot, tear off my shot and jump. Tear off my shot, tear off my shot, tear off my shot and jump, 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 jump. Something come inside my body. I feel it's a zombie. My whole body full with energy. I pick up anything. I sit up like nothing. If you see I start to running, running on the left side, running on the right side. Everybody jump and shouting. This is not normal. Cause something just changed inside of me. I feel it's a zombie. I full of energy. It make me tear off my shot, tear off my shot, tear off my shot and jump. Tear off my shot, tear off my shot, tear off my shot and jump, 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 jump. I want you pick up something and run. Anything and run. Pick up something and run. Anything and run. This girl throws herself on me and I'm whining back on she. It's trouble now in the party. Now the crowd start to follow me. They gone in a frenzy when I give them the soca chutney. Running on the left side, running on the right side. Everybody jump and shouting. This is not normal. Cause something just changed inside of me. I feel it's a zombie. I full of energy. It make me tear off my shot, tear off my shot, tear off my shot and jump. Tear off my shot, tear off my shot, tear off my shot and jump, 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 jump. I want you pick up something and run. Anything and run. Pick up something and run. Anything and run. This is not normal. Cause something just changed inside of me. I feel it's a zombie. I full of energy. It make me tear off my shot, tear off my shot, tear off my shot and jump. Tear off my shot, tear off my shot, tear off my shot and jump, 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 jump. Something come inside my body. I feel it's a zombie. My whole body full with energy. I pick up anything. I sit up like nothing. If you see I start to running, running on the left side, running on the right side. Everybody jump and shouting. This is not normal. Cause something just changed inside of me. I feel it's a zombie. I full of energy. It make me tear off my shot, tear off my shot, tear off my shot and jump. Tear off my shot, tear off my shot, tear off my shot and jump, 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 jump. I want you pick up something and run. Anything and run. Pick up something and run. Anything and run. I want you. I want you. I want you. I want you.
If you see her poor, why not swing your waist? Watching the lava, all the ladies joining cheer. If you see her poor, why not swing your waist? Watching the lava, all the ladies joining cheer. She can't wait to touch the lava, can't wait to throw the tan. Can't wait to touch the lava, can't wait to throw the tan. If you see her poor, why not swing your waist? Watching the lava, all the ladies joining cheer. If you see her poor, why not swing your waist? Watching the lava, all the ladies joining cheer. her pull her wine and swing she waist, watching the lava. All the ladies join next year. If you see her pull her wine and swing she waist, watching the lava. All the ladies join and share.
She said, yeah, she have to get it. She in love with the Guyanese hardwood. A friend plays good cause of the hardwood. Real stiff, yeah, nothing like hardwood. So she come for she love. She call me from Trinidad. Oh Lord, cause she hear them Guyanese lumber hard and strong, yeah. She wanna come really bad, yeah. Cause she hear them Guyanese lumber hard. She get, so she now want left GTA. Brag and boast with your friend Suzette said, girl, you got to experience it, yeah. The girl said she really needs a renovation, so she requesting the permission. Clean up your place for reconstruction and prepare for your makeover. She called me from Trinidad. Oh Lord, cause she hear them Guyanese lumber hard and strong, yeah. She wanna come really bad.
I start break down inside now. Tell me that my partner been here. I start break down inside now. Tell me that my partner been here. I start break down inside now. Tell me that my partner been here. She said, "Bang spare, don't walk. You drink stock, boy. Good luck. You never come home on time. No, I confessing. I start break down inside now. Tell me that my partner been here. She said 5 years, don't walk. You drink any, good luck. You never come home on time. No, I confessing. She tell me that every other day when I there out drinking, he just take the bucket and climb through one of these side window. After everything that you put me through, yeah, you make me start thinking. Now when I was drunk, he just sleep on the bed, I roll me up on the floor. You push me sad enough, protect me partner. Oh, but I still want your car. I can't give up, yeah. Oh, I start break down inside now. Tell me that my partner been here. She said, "Bang spare, don't walk. You drink stock, boy. Good luck. You never come home on time. No, I confessing." She said 5 years, don't walk. You drink any, good luck. You never come home on time. No, I confessing. I promise from now on, even when I'm feeling real thirsty, it's straight to the pot for some hot green tea or a bottle of Coke Pepsi. Some boys say never reverse crime, but I'm begging you to trust me. This whole thing is my fault, cause I love the rum more than I love me lover. I'm sorry, Sadhana, you'll protect me partner. Oh, cause I still want you, girl. You make me on fire. Oh, I stop break down inside now. Tell me that my partner been here. She said, "Bang spare, don't walk. You drink stock, boy. Good luck. You never come home on time. No, I confessing. I start break down inside now. Tell me that my partner been here. She said 5 years, don't walk. Henny and Johnny, good luck. You never come home on time. No, I confessing. Your partners, me child father. Your partners, me child father. La 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 la. Na 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 na. La 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 la. Na 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 na. Second Sunday turn into tragedy for the Dula from Canada. Second Sunday turn into tragedy for the Dula from America. Found out he's the second man for the Dula. Somebody done stick the cake before the wedding. Found out he's the second man for the Dula. Somebody done stick the cake before the wedding. Now they call it Juta P.O.K. Juta P.O.K. Oh, me sorry for Rafi. Look how the wedding fancy. Now the whole place laughing. Juta P.O.K. Juta P.O.K. Juta P.O.K. What happiness I be tree. I be tied in that yeah. But me still feel free. Me never know. This thing Juta already. You
tragedy for the Dula from Canada. Second Sunday turn into tragedy for the Dula from America. Found out he's the second man for the Dula. Somebody does it before the wedding. Found out he's the second man for the Dula. Somebody does it before the wedding. Now the call, Chuta P.O.K. Chuta P.O.K. Home is sorry for Rafi. Look how the wedding fancy. Now the whole place laughing. Chuta P.O.K. Chuta P.O.K. Chuta P.O.K. Chuta P.O.K. Chuta P.O.K. Home is sorry for Rafi. Look how the wedding fancy. Now the whole place laughing. Chuta P.O.K. Chuta P.O.K. Chuta P.O.K.
You know how we do it in the Rush Hour. Just about 20 minutes after the hour. We're back with you. More of that chutney vibe. You know how we do it different on a Wednesday, the WW Day. Yes, Martin, back into today's discussion. Yeah, so we were talking a little bit about, some of the strategies that can be used to improve the services for all Guyanese, um, especially in the ministries. We also had to commend the Minister of Labor for two things, which would be that app where people can submit information and check for information through the Ministry of Labor. And also with this initiative with the health and safety to ensure that across Guyana, those standards are upheld. That's a great initiative. I think will benefit all of the people in the labor sector, especially the people who are involved in construction. Because like I mentioned in the second hour, I know for a fact, I've heard of people falling off of roofs in Guyana, and there was no proper, like the safety harness and stuff like that that should be used when you're going up on heights. Because I've seen people up on roof with slippers. So those are some of the things that I'm very glad that they're changing and understanding how we grow, how are we going to change, and how are we going to get better. So I'm hoping that they look at every single ministry in that way and keep implementing strategies. I haven't seen anything from the Ministry of Culture, Youth, and Sport that is really pointing in a real positive direction. They've mentioned the fact that they've created a studio, one of the 3 studios to be created in, I think, a couple of regions. But I know for a fact the one that is already there is not really one. It's not really a state-of-the-art international standard studio. It's a put together. It's not really a studio. I wouldn't want to give any more details than that. But it's not really a studio. So we don't see anything coming out of culture. All right? Nothing new. At least nothing that is beneficial in the sphere of culture. Maybe you have a track and field, yeah, that might benefit the people who run. But everybody running, everybody swimming. So these guys need to understand that there are other spheres of proficiency that they need to cater for. You just can't say, okay, well, we'll just focus on one area of proficiency, not to worry. No, it doesn't work that way. Because everybody, like I said, I always keep saying, everybody don't do construction. Everybody's not into the dust and grease. I think this is why they have different levels and qualifications. We have to make room so that our people can benefit. Our artists, our creatives, those people have to be able to benefit from Guyana too. And the only way they're going to be able to benefit from their own country is if their product is used in their own country, at least for now. But if there's a constant denial of their contribution to the change, what is going to happen? And it doesn't fare well for Guyana internationally because, I mean, if we look, I hope President Ali looks at TikTok because I think he does stuff on TikTok as well. But when you look at TikTok, you hear the Jamaicans saying to you, I mean, why are you paying so much attention to Vibes Cartel? What happened to your own people's artists? What happened to your own countrymen? And then when they have to say, Mr. President, charity begins at home. Deal with your own people first. I mean, come on. Those are the things I'm talking about that really put us in a very bad position. These things make us look as though we are not moving forward at all. We're not making any strides forward. It's just like we're making maybe infrastructure strides, but nothing else. That's all that's happening. And on other bits of information, I mean, we were also talking about some of the stuff that's happening outside of the news and the ministries. There's also the issue ongoing, this back and forth between the Mohammeds and people in the government. And of course, now that the quote unquote social media activist is out on bond, 7,500 US dollars. She's back at it again, and I'm still trying to figure out. Like a friend of mine messaged me and he says she's providing evidence, and I said, bro, could anybody show me this evidence? Because if somebody is coming out and making an accusation that basically damages the character of somebody else, they got to be able to present the receipts of that. All right. I remember, and I correct me, and I know I'm not wrong with this. When this particular incident happened, where she was taken into custody in the U.S., people said it was because of the government of Guyana. All right. They said it was because of the government of Guyana making complaints. When the court case did come up, you saw clearly through her lawyer that the case had nothing to do with the government of Guyana, but was clearly an immigration issue of overstay of time. All right. Then the other aspect to this that is kind of crazy in my mind, because I'm trying to put all the pieces together to see if it all makes sense. Because at one point in time, the activist was claiming she was a U.S. citizen. All right. So I'm kind of, the whole thing is a bit confusing. Not for me, because I understand they smoke screens and all them kind of nonsense when people do that kind of thing. But I'm trying to understand, how does this make sense to people who are, this makes sense. I mean, how does it, how like, let me do it like the Jamaicans. This math ain't mathing. It ain't coming together. Because if somebody says they're a citizen and then they get arrested for overstaying a visitor's visa, I mean, how does it really add up? I'm kind of puzzled with the way people look at certain things. And then it's amazing people have now tied, let's say, the government's party, the PPP, to using their lobbying firm now to affect what's happening with the social media activists. Which I'm like, what kind of insanity are people coming up with? And the really gullible people in Guyana who have no clue or no idea of how these things work, swallow these things hook, line, and sinker. It's unbelievable. Then the social media activist said that she had her phone on her all the time, even though she was in ICE custody. She had her phone. Now, we all know that one is a blatant lie because there's no way you're going into custody with your phone. I don't know where she hid it, if she had it, but that's a lie. So I don't. The pieces for me do not add up. And then the aspect where she's now claiming that through the PPP is using their lobby firm, which they're paying $50,000 to lobby for them on their behalf, I guess, to the U.S. government. They're saying that the PPP is using that lobby firm to get to her, to lobby the U.S. government to get to her. I don't know. Like some people, I don't know, have a delusion as though they're extremely important in certain things. But that's crazy.
So naturally, right? I wouldn't put everything past them because they are human beings at the end of the day, and the government this is
But this
right.
is not even past them. This is ridiculous.
It might
How
be.
no, it's utter ridiculous. First things first, if you understand the tenets in which lobby firms have to work within, you know automatically, ah, that is utter garbage. Who hires a lobby firm for $50,000 US to lobby them to focus on an individual? You think that's what they're interested in?
That might be a part of the plot, and this is why I wouldn't put it past
And
them. We
okay,
have
okay, even if that's part of the plot, let's hypothetically, out of the blue, add that in. How are
mhm.
they? How is the lobby firm that has to lobby the U.S. government? How are they lobbying on behalf of the government to do something to affect her that does not stay or remain within the ambits of the law of the U.S.?
Keep in mind if they get rid of this young lady and the other nemesis, they kind of get a little cockroach off the back, right? Now, if this girl, as um, it would make out to be that she's a pest to them, right? She always there. She come out of lock up, she there again. She ain't learn nothing. Now, if she's coming out and speaking on certain things, right, to the extent that it getting into the people's personal lives, you're doing too much. She is an enemy. Because if it was me
I'm
personally,
trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out in all of
mhm,
this stuff that's going on. Where is the activism? What is the platform that
no,
she's
well,
standing on to
we know the
activate?
activism part is a blurred lines. One time she can do activist work, the next time she do any people business. Remember, Guyanese don't understand journalism nor activism, right?
Mm,
So we gotta give it to Guyanese. We can't look at her or anybody else as professional besides ourselves and a few people that we know. You understand? We
mm.
cannot look at them as professional. So,
Obviously
like I
not.
was saying, exactly. So she would be a pest to anybody' personal life. If she was speaking on my life, she would be a pest to me and an
However,
enemy.
the thing is, that is the the thing that I think a lot of people are missing. There is a law, and it even works in the U.S. as well. It works internationally as well. That you cannot defame somebody's character and get off. There are anti-defamation clauses that you have to deal with, whether you here or anywhere. All right. Now, one of the first things people seem to forget in Guyana is that this young lady had a court case against a civil case with a hospital, a private hospital in Guyana, Balwin Singh.
Mm-hmm.
She also had several other court cases in Guyana that were pending. She left Guyana, which is leaving the jurisdiction. People got to I don't think Guyanese don't understand certain basic tenets of what it is to be a citizen of a country.
Mm-hmm.
You left the jurisdiction. Only when they go to the US, they realize that, well, oh, they got jurisdiction and all that, right? So you left the jurisdiction, you went to somewhere else. Okay. You were saying that you have credible evidence against the government that would put you in a position that they would want to kill you, etc., etc. This is why you're in the US, blah, 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 blah. All right. Then this person went on to say and made directives directly to the Attorney General of Guyana that she couldn't care less what he did, what court cases were brought up against her. She's an American citizen. All right. Then, based on the laws in the US presently, which has absolutely nothing to do with Guyana, they're deporting everybody who they feel is not lawful in the US. They've even offered people rewards to tell them where people are so they can go get them. Now, my question would be in the whole thing, who would know exactly her movements and where she would be at an exact time in the morning so ICE could be there?
Her people. So this is the thing, right? Like I was saying about the enemy aspect. If she crossed my path and get into my family affairs, naturally she's an enemy. Information is also easy to gather on somebody because it's Guyana. Everybody knows somebody. We all know somebody who works within the ministry. At least 7 different people
My
in the
bro,
ministry.
that's all good. Anybody could put up anything about your family. We're talking about defamation here. We're not talking about family putting up. I
Yeah,
can see
but
somebody's picture, I could copy it and put it up on my wall or whatever. You can say whatever. We're talking about defamation here, though.
nobody, no, you see, there's the thing. You can't say whatever.
No, when I say whatever, you could put up a picture and you could caption that, not dissing the person, but it's not my picture. I have no right to say it, nothing at all. But I could put it up, right? That's not what she's doing.
No,
She's
that's what I'm
putting
saying.
up
She is
people's picture with
targeting people's family,
exactly.
brother. So this is why I'm saying she is an enemy to the state. She is an enemy to every single person that she would have targeted. So everybody would be working against her, whether it be America and tracking shit down. Because I know if you cross my path, and that goes to anybody, you cross my path and wrong me, you get it out forever. Because I personally is an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth guy. I'm pretty sure several different people feel the same way. And they would do anything in their power to make sure you crumble. So that is exactly what is playing out with her in her own karma. The fact that she jump and put people business out there, their personal life, their children, the affairs that they don't want people to know. Remember, everybody works very hard to keep their life under wraps, under control, out from the public. So the fact that she's getting the information already is an inside source, just like how the ICE was able to get an inside source on her location. So that would be her
what is
inside
she?
people.
Okay, hold on. What is she really now? Is she an activist or is she a moral critic? Because if you're going into people's lives and who have affairs with who, that's an issue of morality.
Well, this is where the blur line comes in because she don't
Is
even know
she
who
a
she is.
moral? What is she now? A moral correcting activist? What's that?
She
correcting
have
people now morally. She's morally sound so that she could correct people morally. I'm trying to figure this out because Only people who are morally sound are in the position to correct people
So,
morally.
based on the definition for activist, it's a person who campaigns to bring about political or social change.
Interesting. Very
I would think
interesting.
she's doing that, no?
Well, okay. Where does the who sleeping with who fall into that category? Either one
Well,
of those two.
that would consider the political aspect and expose what's happening in the political sphere.
That's more tabloid. That's not politics. Talking about somebody having an extramarital affair has nothing to do with politics.
If it's in
That's
the
that has
event,
to do with their sex life. That's
hold
scandal.
on. If it's in the event that said minister is sleeping with little boys, if it's in the event that said minister is sleeping with little girls in the communities, if it's in the event that they're sitting now in parliament, as you know, and
All
writing
right.
certain
No.
bills
Good.
into
Now check this
legislation.
out. This brings us to the issue of Nigel Darnell, that
Mm-hmm.
she was on his case, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We were following that case as well and looking at all the evidence and the pieces that were coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, didn't we come to the conclusion that what would have been the real sinker in that case in terms of providing evidence was to actually have recorded evidence of this guy's communication with the woman outside of just some text messages?
Correct.
Now, if he is having a sexual relationship with this girl and they're talking and she's talking to the activist,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't it be smart to ensure before you release any information that even gives him an inkling that you're onto what he's doing, you're going to make sure you gather as much information as possible
Correct.
so that that information could go as the evidence
Keep in
to
mind,
hold him.
brother, you
Mhm.
are a trained personnel. That girl come out of nowhere. Not for them media houses in Guyana come out of nowhere.
Like it doesn't
We
make
are
sense.
trained with the line to walk, the path to cross, the what to do and what not to do, how to write. It is not your personal opinion. It is the
But
facts.
but everybody's supposed to know. Check this out. Even in let's say a citizen journalist case, all right.
Mm-hmm.
The first step in being even a citizen journalist, because you could do that, you got to do a measure of investigation.
You are
That is
trained,
your
brother.
you got to have research and investigations. But this is the thing. And then if you're setting up, let's say you're setting up a catfish, like what she should have done if she said she had this evidence on Nigel Darnell, you set up a catfish, get him to talk, record that. So you know that there's an obvious communication and the whatever sexual language between him and the child.
Again, that comes from a trained mind. That can't come from somebody who just come out of nowhere. Somebody have to teach her that.
Aye.
Keep in notice, right? Look at all the different so-called activists or journalists. How much of them actually have a registered organization or company?
I
You
don't
see what
know.
I'm saying? So already they missed the mark because they jump on social media instead of saying, well, let me register my entity as whatever media, whatever journalist hub, or whatever they want to call it. Is
Well,
only a few personnel came out and registered their companies
mm,
or their brand. We've
mm,
seen Guyanese critic done it with Daybreak News.
yeah,
We've Gordon
Gordon
Mosley
Mosley,
have it. Travis
Travis,
Chase, I
yes.
would hope have it.
Well, hopes.
Big Smith, I would hope that it's registered.
Yeah, Big Smith, good. Big
We've
Smith.
um Rick Ford Burke. We've seen him got whatever platform that is the Caribbean something something.
Yeah, he won Man, Caribbean, American, Guyanese link up. I don't know
But
what the hell.
it's an entity to separate your personal self from whatever you're doing. That is the first step.
Mm.
Aside
Well,
from that is the experience. These people, oh, I could come in the inbox today and said, please talk about this, which is majority of the time what happened. Let's say I went to a parent teacher conference a couple weeks ago, and in my opinion, it was trash. But if
yeah.
I was a parent with low IQ, I would have videoed the entire thing where the teacher's coming out and say, well, I am sorry for the children who
Mhm.
haven't been able to start the SBA, much less submit it, which the deadline was 2 days ago, right? March
Mhm.
31st. But 2 weeks ago, SBS was now being started.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense to me as a parent. But
Hmm.
a low IQ parent go run on social media, send it to these persons and say, oh, expose the school, expose the teacher, because the teacher, the wholesale stood up and said, the children are behind because some of it is my fault. While everything was happening, I was outside protesting. So I wasn't in class teaching.
Hmm. And
Now
we
they
spoke
could
about,
run
and
with
you
that.
remember we spoke about this exact problem that was going to happen.
Mhm.
It's now, we're just facing now, we're now just seeing the consequences of their actions. That's all.
Correct. So until
You
they
said it.
learn to structure their things properly in a professional manner, we gonna continue to see them working like chickens with their head knock off.
Because now they're going to run out and say, oh, part is our fault and part is the fault. No, your part was to ensure, if you are so you're so engaged, and you want to ensure that the growth of the minds of the young students in Guyana, you have to find other ways to get your message through to the government than every couple of minutes. Oh, let me go to strike because they're not doing what we want, so strike. So when you do
Well,
that, the consequences of that are now showing up. And when
when you
parents
know better,
parents
you
can
do
get
better,
denied.
right?
Exactly.
So it's fair to say that these people didn't know better. This is why they could stand up in a parent teacher conference and tell the parents, I send in work at 11 o'clock at night to your phone for your child to do at 12 o'clock to submit the next day. At which time the child getting up out of their sleep and doing
Well,
any type of studies, much less to do any type of SBS. So now what we have is a bunch of children who's going to school, pushing day and night to get the SBS done. Teachers, the one who cares at least, are
mhm,
now working diligently to
try and help.
assist the children in completing it.
Hmm.
Because they're gonna get a bad name as teachers, and the children gonna get a bad rep and mark. So now everybody getting blamed by the ministry. But it was also the ministries played a part in upholding the nonsense.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
everybody is to blame in a circle. So when it comes to the activism aspect, every single person is to blame. Because if the government didn't do, or members of the government didn't doing things behind the door, then there was nothing to come out and expose.
But the thing is, again, talking about something and actually exposing it is two different things, because there's the arm of the law. And if
Well,
you're a true activist, then if you have information, you take
mhm.
that to the police, or you get a lawyer and you press private charges
But
yourself.
no, that
That
would
can
work
be,
in America, brother, not Guyana. We
yeah,
know
that can
that
work right here.
that showing way under the table, the police ain't even hearing you. They're not even professional enough to write a report. Is several different layers of problems that we get in Guyana
Again,
and
again,
needs to be fixed.
again, if you had solid evidence when she got arrested by ICE, that would have been, I would call, pristine time to
Correct.
give that
So,
evidence over.
well, look at the lack of evidence with her and the actual evidence with the rigging of the election. I know we ain't see nobody again.
No, well,
So
that
we
that
have
that battle
legit
that battle
evidence.
started the other day in court. That
Yeah,
was
now
held up
we
by the
start
court and it
when,
now kick off.
brother, it's waste of time, brother. It's waste of
Well,
time.
that is that an issue for the government, or that's an issue for the judiciary?
But
Because
that
the
no, that's an
judiciary
issue
is
for
a
the
totally different. The government doesn't. No government controls the judiciary. At least not in Guyana. So the judiciary is the one that's setting the time for trials and all them things. So they're the ones who are playing with the time.
yeah, but who's gonna hold them responsible? Who's gonna hold them accountable?
Well, this is the system that isn't here. I mean, how do we go outside of the system?
Just
If
like
we
how
do
we
that,
have that system,
if
it's
we
the
do
same
that,
system we
if
have
we
for the
do that,
academics
then it
or
goes to
so-called.
anarchy. If we do that, it goes to anarchy. So we have to stay within the boundaries of the law, the legal system.
Correct. That we know needs updating. Like I said, just like how we have a broken system in most cases, is the same thing across the entire board in every industry for Guyana.
Well,
I
those
cannot
are things.
pinpoint one perfect good industry or almost close to good and say, well, hey, this is automated, it's automatic, it is functional in its best capacity.
Nah.
This is the only thing that we need change.
It's tons of work to get done. But you know, when we get into the discussions, the time just runs out. We got to wrap it up for today. Of course, make sure you check us out tomorrow, same time, same place. We got more tomorrow. You know how it is? Old school retro Thursday. You know, we're gonna have a lot of great music for you to get familiar with. Yeah, Martin. So we really gotta pick up this discussion. Make sure you check us out on Friday. We can pick up this one because this particular discussion's gotta be, kept on the, like I call it, the front burner. We gotta hold the government and the people responsible foot to the fire. They have to understand their roles so that they can move, march lockstep in it. Don't play with it. Because Guyana has to be moving in an upward development, not in it jump forward, jump back, jump forward, jump back, not that kind of thing. And if we have people who are corrupt, they have to be moved. The VP talk about certain things, but we ain't see head roll yet. So those are the things that gotta get fixed. 10 minutes to the top of the hour, Martin. We gotta get out of here, bro. Until tomorrow.
Yeah, brother. One love.
One love. Yes, people, we gotta leave here until tomorrow. You know how we do. Drive safely and be safe. Until tomorrow, we out of here.
Olivia, you ready for Spice Mass? Notting Hill for the jab.
Boy, bring your baby oil mixed with motor oil.
Bring it.
Tar, molasses, more than charcoal. Early hours, yes, for Juve morning. Blowing conch shells to let them know we coming. Masqueraders and job revelers. Have no fear, boy, anytime they pass. Boy, you don't have to pay to play the jab. Just walk up to the bar and get oil up. And in an instant, your whole body black. In an instant, you feel you in a trap. It is a fleeting. It's so misleading. It's a feeling. Boy, what a feeling. Hey, black oil on my skin. Come on me head. I don't feel a thing. Cause one in me head. Hey,
Oil on my skin, on me head. Don't feel a thing, cause one in me head.
black oil on my skin. Come on me head. I don't feel a thing. Cause one in me head. Hey,
All on my skin, on me head.
yeah.
Don't feel a thing.
No. All down, me moving through the streets, chanting on the rhythm and the beat. Gold skin drums give jab energy. Jab mass, they really come to play. No time to be pretty and in a line. They spreading oil even on passerby, splashing paint and shipping with heavy chain. And they don't care if you all in the way. Tis a frenzy. They getting on the tail. They got your skin crawling, so captivating. Black oil on my skin, come on me head. I don't feel a thing, cause one in me head. Hey,
Oil on my skin, on me head.
yeah.
Don't feel a thing, cause one in me head.
Black oil on my skin, come on me head. I don't feel a thing, cause one in me head. Hey,
All on my skin, on me head.
yeah.
Don't feel a thing.
No. But you don't have to pay to play the jab. Just walk up to the bar and get oil up. And in an instant, your whole body black. In an instant, you feel you in a trap. It is a fleeting. It's so misleading. It's a feeling. Boy, what a feeling. Hey, black oil on my skin. Come on me head. I don't feel a thing. Cause one in me head. Hey,
Oil on my skin, on me head.
yeah.
Don't feel a thing, cause one in me head.
Black oil on my skin. Come on me head. I don't feel a Cause from me head, hey.
Oil on the skin, oil on me head.
Yeah.
Don't feel a thing, cause oil on me head.
Like oil on me skin, cause one on me head. I don't feel a thing, cause from me head, hey.
Oil on the skin, oil on me head.
Yeah.
Don't feel a thing.
No, 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 no.
You know how long that I wait for this time to go celebrate. The energy in my voice got me feeling so activate.
I'm ready to go jump up beside a face. Get on like if I'm crazy, like I possess. The bacchanal is calling me with the chest.
So I'm ready to make me name. I'm ready, cause it's my time now to mash up head, to represent, to go and get some body. It's my time now to mash up head, to represent, to go and get some man. Now everybody mash up the place, shake up the place, get in a rage, rock a flag in the air. Mash up the place, shake up the place, get in a rage, rock a flag in the air. I feel a kind of way when soca music play. I feel to fly away. I am cloud nine. I want to see for wine. I want to go and play a mass today.
I'm ready to go jump up beside a face. Get on like if I'm crazy, like I possess. The bacchanal is calling me with the chest.
So I'm ready to make me name. I'm ready, cause it's my time now to mash up head, to represent, to go and get on body. It's my time now to mash up head, to represent, to go and get on body. Now everybody mash up the place, shake up the place, get in a rage, rock a flag in the air. Mash up the place, shake up the place, get in a rage, rock a flag in the air.
My time, my time, my time, my time, my time, my time, my time.
Cause it's my time now to mash up head, to represent, to go and get on body. It's my time now to mash up head, to represent, to go and get on body. Now everybody mash up the place, shake up the place, get in a rage, rock a flag in the air. Mash up the place, shake up the place, get in a rage, rock a flag in the air. Yeah, yeah, flag in the air.
My time now.
This one is for all my hot and groovy ladies. Yes, start to wine now, start to move now. Hey, hot and groovy in the soca party. She's hot and groovy. Baila with me, baby. Bambina medai, dida memai, bambina medai, dida memai. Peppin in a soca party when I meet this Latin beauty. When I see she well shaped, with looks to kill her mind. I make a move and we start to talk and she start look like
Baton Rouge.